Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A causal agent creating and controlling things in the universe. The laws of nature. A particular type of thing. He's interested in trains and things of that nature. The complex of emotional and intellectual attributes that determine a person's characteristic actions and reactions. It is his nature to help others. The essential qualities or characteristics by which something is recognized. It is the nature of fire to burn. The natural physical world including plants and animals and landscapes, etc. They tried to preserve nature as they found it. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Any entity that produces an effect or is responsible for events or results. Give rise to. Cause to happen or occur, not always intentionally. Cause a commotion. A comprehensive term for any proceeding in a court of law whereby an individual seeks a legal remedy. Cause to do. Cause to act in a specified manner. A series of actions advancing a principle or tending toward a particular end. They worked in the cause of world peace. A justification for something existing or happening. He had no cause to complain. Events that provide the generative force that is the origin of something. They are trying to determine the cause of the crash. A person of a specified kind, usually with many eccentricities. The capable type. Identify as belonging to a certain type. Such people can practically be typed. Write by means of a keyboard with types. Type the acceptance letter, please. All of the tokens of the same symbol. The word element contains 5 different types of character. A small metal block bearing a raised character on one end produces a printed character when inked and pressed on paper. He dropped a case of type, so they made him pick them up. A subdivision of a particular kind of thing. What type of sculpture do you prefer? Biology, the taxonomic group whose characteristics are used to define the next higher taxon. Printed characters. Small type is hard to read. A distinguishing feature of your personal nature. Music, the distinctive property of a complex sound, a voice or noise or musical sound. A degree or grade of excellence or worth. The quality of students has risen. A characteristic property that defines the apparent individual nature of something. Each town has a quality all its own. Of superior grade. Quality paper. An essential and distinguishing attribute of something or someone. The quality of mercy is not strained. High social status. A man of quality. Of high social status. People of quality. The state or fact of existing. Laws in existence for centuries. Everything that exists anywhere. The biggest tree in existence. The human act of creating. The event that occurred at the beginning of something. From its creation the plan was doomed to failure. The act of starting something for the first time, introducing something new. Everything that exists anywhere. An artifact that has been brought into existence by someone. Theology, God's act of bringing the universe into existence. Everything stated or assumed in a given discussion. Statistics, the entire aggregation of items from which samples can be drawn. Everything that exists anywhere. They study the evolution of the universe. People in general, especially a distinctive group of people with some shared interest. The Western world. People in general considered as a whole. All of your experiences that determine how things appear to you. His world was shattered. The third planet from the sun, the planet we live on. He sailed around the world. Involving the entire Earth, not limited or provincial in scope. A world crisis. The concerns of this life is distinguished from heaven and the afterlife. They consider the Church to be independent of the world. Everything that exists anywhere. All of the living human inhabitants of the earth. All the world loves a lover. A part of the earth that can be considered separately. The outdoor world. Everything that exists anywhere. Everything that exists anywhere. Any of various mostly Mexican herbs of the genus Cosmos having radiate heads of variously colored flowers and pinnate leaves, popular fall blooming annuals. The physical, or animal, side of a person as opposed to the spirit or intellect. The physical, or animal, side of a person as opposed to the spirit or intellect. The coloring of a person's face. A combination that results from coupling or interlinking. Diphthongs or complexions of vowels. A point of view or general attitude or inclination. He altered the complexion of his times. Give a certain color to. The setting sun complexioned the hills. Obsolete. A combination of elements, of dryness and warmth or of the four humors, that was once believed to determine a person's health and temperament. Texture and appearance of the skin of the face. Your usual mood. He has a happy disposition. An attitude of mind, especially one that favors one alternative over others. The act or means of getting rid of something. A natural or acquired habit or characteristic tendency in a person or thing. A swelling with a disposition to rupture. The tendency to associate with others and to form social groups. Mammals as a class are not strong on sociality. Your usual mood. An adjustment of the intervals, as in tuning a keyboard instrument, so that the scale can be used to play in different keys. Excessive emotionalism or irritability and excitability, especially when displayed openly. A person of considerable prominence. She is a Hollywood personality. The complex of all the attributes, behavioral, temperamental, emotional and mental, that characterize a unique individual. A prominent attribute or aspect of something. Generosity is one of his best characteristics. Any measurable property of a device measured under closely specified conditions. A distinguishing quality. The integer part, positive or negative, of the representation of a logarithm. In the expression log 643 equals 2.808, the characteristic is 2. Typical or distinctive. Heard my friend's characteristic laugh.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.